On October 1, 2025, at exactly 10 p.m., the city of Cebu was suddenly rocked by a powerful 6.9 magnitude earthquake, sending shockwaves through the heart of the city. The ground trembled violently, and the night sky was lit up by flashes from emergency lights as chaos erupted. The epicenter, located just 19 kilometers from Bogo City, unleashed intense shaking that was felt across the region. Because the quake struck at a shallow depth of only 5 kilometers, the force was especially destructive, causing the earth to crack and buildings to sway dangerously. Terrified residents poured into the streets, many still in their night clothes, as buildings crumbled around them and power lines snapped, plunging entire neighborhoods into sudden darkness. The city was left without electricity, and the only light came from fires and emergency vehicles. The timing of the quake, striking late at night, caught countless families off guard, amplifying the chaos and fear. Parents clutched their children, desperately seeking safety as aftershocks rattled the city, and confusion reigned in the darkness. Witnesses described a deafening roar that echoed through the streets, followed by the terrifying collapse of once familiar structures. The destruction was overwhelming, with homes and businesses reduced to piles of rubble in mere moments. As the dust settled, the night was filled with the wail of sirens and the desperate cries of people searching for loved ones. Rescue workers rushed to the scene, beginning what would become a long and harrowing ordeal for Cebu's people. This was the most powerful earthquake to strike central Philippines in over a decade, leaving a trail of devastation and testing the resilience, unity, and spirit of the entire community as they faced an uncertain night together. The aftermath revealed a grim toll, at least 69 lives lost, each one a story cut short. A family left grieving. The quake struck without warning, leaving devastation in its wake, and communities in shock. With more feared trapped beneath the rubble, rescue teams worked tirelessly, racing against time and exhaustion, hoping to find survivors amid the chaos and destruction. Hospitals overflowed with the injured, stretching resources thin. Families waited anxiously outside, clinging to hope for any word about their loved ones, as doctors and nurses worked around the clock. Bogo City bore the brunt of the destruction, but nearby towns like Medellin and San Remigio also suffered heavy losses, their neighborhoods left in ruins, and their futures uncertain. Tragic stories emerged: Coast Guard, firefighters, and even children lost in the chaos. Each rescue was a glimmer of hope, but the pain of those lost weighed heavily on the community. Thousands were displaced, seeking shelter in evacuation centers with little more than the clothes on their backs. Families huddled together, uncertain of what tomorrow would bring, relying on aid and the kindness of strangers. Schools and government offices closed, as authorities prioritized safety amid fears of aftershocks. Daily life ground to a halt, and the sense of normalcy vanished overnight. The community faces a long road to recovery, scarred by loss but determined to rebuild. Neighbors came together, clearing debris and supporting one another, showing resilience in the face of tragedy. The disaster's impact lingers in empty streets and shattered homes, a stark reminder of the lives forever changed by the quake. Amid devastation, rescue teams, soldiers, police, and volunteers rushed to save lives, responding within moments of disaster striking. Their courage and quick action brought hope to those trapped and injured, as every second counted in the race against time. Working day and night, they braved unstable debris, relentless rain, and treacherous damaged roads. Often they were forced to carry heavy supplies on foot, navigating through darkness and uncertainty, never knowing what dangers lay ahead. The recent typhoon Buwaloy had already battered the region, leaving behind flooded streets and shattered homes. This compounded the crisis, stretching resources thin and making rescue efforts even more challenging for everyone involved. Despite these overwhelming challenges, stories of bayanihan, neighbors helping neighbors, emerged everywhere. Civilians joined professionals in the search for survivors, forming human chains and working side by side in the spirit of unity. Volunteers dug through rubble with bare hands, driven by hope, compassion, and a deep sense of solidarity. Their determination to help, even without proper tools, became a symbol of unwavering community spirit. The spirit of unity and courage shines brightest in the darkest moments, as people comforted one another and worked together, refusing to give in to despair. Every rescued life is a testament to the community's determination and the tireless efforts of those who refuse to give up, no matter the odds. The combined impact of typhoon and quake has tested Cebu's strength and resolve, but it has not broken the spirit of its people. Rebuilding has already begun, fueled by hope and perseverance. Their resilience and unity inspire the nation, reminding us all of the power of coming together in times of crisis. Even as rescue efforts continue, the threat isn't over. Over 600 aftershocks have rattled Cebu, some strong enough to cause new damage and panic. Residents sleep outdoors, fearing another collapse, while anxiety and trauma linger. Landslide risks have soared, with saturated soil from Typhoon Bualoy now destabilized by the quake. Authorities urge evacuations in high-risk areas, but crowded shelters and limited resources complicate efforts. For many, the ground beneath their feet remains a source of fear, not safety. The community must stay vigilant as new dangers loom. Cebu's tragedy is a stark reminder of the Philippines' place on the Pacific Ring of Fire. Here, earthquakes and volcanic eruptions are a constant threat, compounded by frequent typhoons. The nation faces about 20 storms a year, each bringing floods, landslides, and destruction. Disaster response systems are robust, but the relentless cycle of calamity strains even the strongest communities. The recent quake, following Typhoon Bualoy, highlights the nation's vulnerability and its resilience. Through faith, unity, and determination, Filipinos endure and rebuild time and again. The world watches as Cebu rises from the rubble, a testament to human strength. Their story is one of hope, courage, and unwavering spirit.